What's up, everybody? How's the Rocket Golf? How you doing? I don't know if you're messing with me or if that's real. That's crazy if that's the case. You have to use the swing stick. There ain't no way. Maybe. I don't think the swing stick should be allowed into GS Pro, should it? Is that really the case? How's the Rocket? Is that really it? Again, yeah, I'm working on my game tonight. I'm not gonna play golf tonight, but I'm gonna work on my game, and I got um, final. The actual FedEx has got to be in um, on the 15th, which is Wednesday. So, thank you for the echo. All right, there we go. So yeah, final. The I had two mics on, lapel and here. So final. That's got to be in the box by Wednesday, the 15th, 1:15. I got to have it shipped through FedEx. So when I saw the PIX came out, I wanted to compare the PIX to the Garmin. So I did some recording today that I can edit. But I am just going to practice today and just hit on the range. I'm not going to do much else. I'm going to try to get the driver figured out, work on a couple things with grip and stance, and I'll have the... You're hearing two mics still? No way. Shouldn't be. You still hearing two mics? There's no way. Okay. We were. It depends on where you're at in the broadcast, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna work on my game for, I don't know, hour and a half. We'll see how it goes. And I'll have this square up. I'll use the Garmin while I go through a little practice session. And this will be cool because I went out and got some new golf balls today. Got the PIX golf balls. And I updated my square, did all the updates on it. And so we'll see how we'll get to see the PIX balls, I guess, against the Garmin, which the Garmin on full shots has proven to be pretty dang good. Against the MLM2 Pro, lined up exactly. Other creators have put it up against other units, and data's pretty good. So I'll hook up the Garmin to GS Pro quick, and that'll give us the Garmin data on the GS Pro tiles, and then we'll have the Square data running side by side on those Square tiles that you see on screen. I will have to get the Garmin data back from last night because I think I deleted it. Oh no, I didn't delete it. Okay, we're good. We'll have it from last night. Same setup as last night. I saved it. I accidentally saved it. My Garmin wants to go to sleep all the time, which kind of is a bummer. I just like that it does that. I wish I could turn off the sleep setting on the Garmin device. I think that would be awesome if I could do that. The ones I've got at home, my Rapsodo is just so reliable and so consistent. It's my favorite of the ones I have at home for sure, PB. But I've got the Square, I've got the Rapsodo, and I've got the Garmin. I like that Garmin for like full swing, full shots, but just having to work around it a little bit on some other things, and you know, I don't know. I do have a GC Hawk at my work office. Yep. Yeah. And I actually did a bunch of shots against the GC Hawk, or did a whole video on it. I just never edited it. So I have a file of a bunch of data and video. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see here. Be sweet if someone else could edit my videos some days, but so I shot a bunch of footage on the GC Hawk, and I recorded all the data of the MLM2 Pro against the GC Hawk. So I have everything here to do it. I just never finished it. There's the work office one where we have the Hawk. So see if I can mute that video. Yeah, I can mute it. But this was the GC Hawk and the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. I just have never edited down the footage, and then I've got all the shot data for it, but I just haven't done it. So I need to do it. I did this late at night after work closed when I was going to be staying in the hotel. But yeah, look when I did this. I did this back on 6/20 of 24. So I did this on June 20th. Never put out a video for it. So there's a lot of that happens to me every now and then. It's a grind trying to get stuff out, you know. Next time I go down to Omaha, I actually do plan to bring the Square down, Hazel, which would be cool. Yeah, nice company. Yeah, the sim was when we built our new office during COVID. The sim was kind of like the owners wanted to do that. They wanted to put that in when they built the new sim, so they did. But yeah, I think I'm all connected. I've got the Garmin connected to GS Pro. I've actually got the Garmin Range running. I'm going to try to zero out everything. I'm trying to think. Is there a way to get Square down to raw numbers? Is there a way to get Square to like 0 elevation? Does anybody know that has a Square? So if we look at, let's say we go here and we look at the Square. Does anybody know Square doesn't have elevation? I'm not, J-Not, I'm not keeping it. But I think it does. I think is it using this air pressure of where it's at in my room? So that air pressure would be elevation. And then it's got 43% humidity. Do you see those numbers? I got to move my fat head. But on the right side here, is it using those? Is it using 74 degrees, the temp of the room right now? It's getting hot in here. 43, and then is it using this air pressure? So is it actually using that on the range? I feel like it probably is. Don't you think? So most launch monitors log in and use something like that. Unconfirmed, I don't think, right? Unconfirmed. You just ordered it. If you add webcam putting, it's fine, and I do think they'll fix putting. The good thing for you is you probably have a return window if you don't like it. So my return window ended. If it weren't for the return window ending, I probably would have kept it longer. I just don't want to take the chance of them not updating putting, but I would bet that they will. I would bet that they will. Good to see you, Bryce. Yeah, we got the new updates, Jonathan. I was just trying to ask in the chat if anybody knew on Square if it uses this 74 room temp, this humidity, and this air pressure for its calculation on the range. So if I go to driving range, is it going to use that as part of its calculation? Because I'm going to compare its numbers to the numbers in the Garmin software, and I was wondering where I should set my elevation to. So I don't know if anybody knows the answer to that. The connector, I've not tested the connector. I've tested everything else except for the connector to GS Pro. That's the only thing I've not tested. And I'm not even going to be using it tonight. So other than putting, I feel like it is accurate. Is there a way to select standard sea level like the Mevo? I don't know that there is. That's what I was asking in the chat, you know, is if there is a way to do that, or if it just always is playing to raw numbers. I'm not sure how it's working. That's something I'm uncertain of. So, let's see here. Otherwise, I got everything up, really. I've got the Square running through the MLM2 Pro connector right in. Square and Garmin are set to the same thing. In my range, I'll set the range to the same thing. I got to believe that the Square is using the elevation I've got And my elevation is 1443. Temperature is 70 on all of them. Connector's a no-go. So the 9.8 connector is a no-go, huh? I have 9.8, 7, and 6 all downloaded. I haven't tried the connector yet, so we'll have to see on that. All right, we'll get my face off of there. Otherwise, everything's still on screen like it was last night. Come on, Garmin. Don't go to sleep on me. Ugh. Dude, this thing can't. It's like, dude, you're plugged in. You're powered up. You don't need to go to sleep when you got the power cord plugged in. Putting is just messed up. So it doesn't switch into putting mode, is what you're saying. HRG. You're saying it doesn't switch into putting mode like it's supposed to. So you got to have it on a club and use that. Oh, Mike. All right. Thank you for calling that out. Technical difficulties here. All right. So you're saying putting mode is the thing that doesn't work. Putting mode. So it doesn't switch back to putting, essentially, is what I'm hearing. Other than that, it's working. Forgot to change it from virtual. Oh man. Well, are they gonna update that like tomorrow? Because that's crazy. Or is the advice to just use the previous connector, I suppose, for now? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing for the fix? Just won't read ball ready when putter is selected. Yo, back to old version for now. Okay, back to the old version. So the old version doesn't have the PIX balls, so you can't use the PIX balls in GS Pro just quite yet then. Is that correct? You guys, am I tracking?
Ready.
What's up, Cole Turbs? We're gonna try to figure out the driver tonight. I'm not gonna play any sim golf, but I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with the driver. Because the last 2 rounds I played, it's gonna be hard to score doing that. Not sure how the PIX ball related to the connector. Well, I noticed in the new connector, there's a settings tab where you can choose whether you're using the connector in standard or advanced mode. And so I imagine the old connector doesn't have standard or advanced mode in the settings section. So you couldn't use the PIX ball then on the old connector. That's my assumptions I'm just making from looking at it briefly today. Yeah, I want everybody's 2 cents, Mark. Absolutely. I want everybody's 2 cents, honestly. It's been a fight for me lately in the sim. I have a lot of confidence outside. It's been killing me. So we do got a lot of certified coaches. Everybody's a coach. I'll try anything. I mean, I played enough golf that I can take advice with a grain of salt and also learn what someone's trying to say. And obviously you guys have seen me hit on stream enough to know that the humility is gone. So, or I mean, I guess I have gained humility, I guess. Like maybe that's how you'd put it. But I am not at all shy. You thought that forward and soft forwards with a ball connector ready? Good to learn. Yeah, so open up the new connector, Bryce. If you open up the new connector, what you'll notice is it's got a, have you ever watched the videos from books from Ben Hogan? No, I have not, Mark, but I should. I have not, but I should. Okay, so I'm gonna go to screen record quick because I want to show this, and I'm reading. I need to hit a straighter. That is great advice. I love it. That's the kind of advice my father would give me. Hit it straighter. I love it. Okay, so let's see here. If I open up the Square connector, so here's kind of the, let's see if I can see here. High view. So go there. So if I open up this, I have the connector updates. You have 9, 6, 7, and 8. If I open up, actually, these are the install files. Never mind, I don't want to open those. So I want to go to my desktop, and I've got Square Connect, the newest one. 37 golfers were seen in the chat. Let's see here. Swing harder, hit it straighter. I like these. These are good. So I opened up Square Connect, and this might screw everything up because it's probably going to try to connect to GS Pro also, which, oops. But I want to show you this. So on the Settings tab, there's now a custom IP. Now this seems cool to me because the custom IP, what this would mean is you could you could hook the Square up to, like, say, a laptop. Any, just any old laptop, and have this connector loaded onto that laptop out in your sim room. You could have a high-end PC in your basement, maybe your kid's gaming computer, running GS Pro, and you could send the shots using this custom IP to that computer that's running GS Pro, and everything would work on that computer. And then you could moonlight that stream of video back out into your sim room. And so really your sim room could just take on the form of a lightweight PC, and you could send the shots to a different PC. So that's pretty cool. But then there is on this tab the ball ready sound, and then there's a standard and advanced mode. So I assume if you're not in advanced mode, the connector's not going to work with the PIX balls. So are you froze, or is he? I hope I'm not froze. Might be you. So I'm going to close out of this. We'll see how screwed up this made my, let's see, restart. Let's say disconnect, connect. It says we're connected. I'll probably have to reset. So I don't know. Maybe that's Bryce. This is all new to me today as well. So it's all new to me. And the Garmin went to sleep for a second time in 5 minutes. Why do I got to be so hard on the Garmin all the time? Can't it just play nice and work like the rest of them? Okay, back to this and back to the advice. What's the advice? Where's my advice? Who offered me advice? Let's see here. Intentionally hit it off the heel and we'll squeeze him out there. Driver head adjustment would be a good start. Same swing. Make the head adjustments. We'll start hitting some. We'll see how it goes. I like that PDN. I might actually adjust the head tonight. I was actually thinking about that. So let's see here. Start hitting some shots. See how it goes. Shots. Shots, 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 shots. Anybody watching the game? Is this thing all but over? I've got it on the TV back here. It looks like it might be over. Using Moonlight and Parsec's awesome if you have a mobile setup in a garage. Yeah, so I actually moonlight I actually moonlight mine over to here. So everything's running on this PC. I have another little laptop over here that connects to some of this stuff and I can do other things with, but I moonlight my stream onto here while I'm playing. So can't hide the jet in you. Yeah, Darnold's been exposed. I live up near Vikings country, so like everybody around me and a lot of my family are Vikings fans, so a lot of people rooting for them up in this part of the world. But doesn't look like they're going to win unless there's a fourth quarter miracle here. And I'm looking here. Yeah, it looks like I got to reset GS Pro Connect because of the Square update. Because of me, when I hooked the Square up to it, it disconnected the disconnected the connector when I opened up the Square. Reset GS Pro Connect. Okay. And now reconnect Square. Or reconnect Garmin. 5-iron. Yeah, now it's on the right club. Yep. Okay. Tell me when you're ready for the second part. I missed the first part. Mark the chat. Okay, wait. What I see is you place your left foot straight adjust. Should be about 20 degrees open with your right foot square. When you swing, you're blocking your initial movement of your hips. Because of the foot, you mean? Open up the foot to give my hips more room to move back and inside so I can clear a little bit better. Is that what you're thinking? I will try it. Yeah, just a sec, he says. All right, we're going to hit some shots. Get on the range. Try to see if I can actually play the pro event tonight. And the little bonus is I've got the Garmin range numbers running. So hopefully math is in the chat. So we've got the Garmin range numbers. We've got the... ready. I need to turn that ready sound off on Square. I'm going to go nuts with that. All these little technical difficulties, man. All right, Alt-Tab. Square saying ready 5,000 times will drive me insane by the end of the night, so I have to turn that off. So sound effects off. Home, driving ranges, go. If you don't clear your hips and shallow, cause a big draw. Agree in the front foot open, stops you from hitting over the top. I very receptive to that that thought, because you know it kind of rings in line with stuff that has been a tendency throughout my golf life and isn't surprising to hear or foreign to hear or to think about. But please run the new connectors so we can see the latest patch of sidespin. So Jonathan, I actually have I'm running the new OS and the new firmware on Square right now. So the numbers you see on the left side of the GS Pro numbers are going to be the Square numbers side by side with Garmin numbers using the new PIX ball. So you're going to see all the Square numbers. Now the new Square connector I'm told is not working. So this is actually probably as good as it gets to show you what the Square numbers look like compared to the Garmin. And I'm not sending them into GS Pro, so that doesn't really matter. And putting's not really something that matters with the PIX ball. So we'll hit a few shots, see what the Square numbers look like next to the Garmin numbers. I did align both the units here before they fell asleep for the 15th time. So we've got an aligned unit. Now I just need to get selected. There we go. So we'll start with, and I don't know that it matters. Does it matter on Square whether you have the right club selected or not? Anybody in the chat know? Does it matter if you have, if I have pitching wedge selected in the Square, does that matter? So the PIX ball is, TP5 makes a PIX ball. It looks like it's tailor-made TP5. It's got this pattern on it. So the PIX ball is now compatible with Square, which is cool because it's a good ball. And any club works now. Okay, cool. So I won't need to go switch the club on Square. I'm using TP5 regulars, not X's. So TP5 X's, and I do have the Square set I do have the Square. Oh my gosh, Garmin, fall asleep again, would you? Yours is different every time you check it. Yeah, that does happen a little bit. We'll see how the numbers start coming out. I'm going to need to pop that number out too. So what was the HLAs on that? Were the HLAs close? Yeah, both right slightly. Let's see here, windowed scene, so I can see those numbers. And we'll put that on top. That way I can see what you guys see, otherwise I can't see it. Okay. So go there. There. Ah, all right. You start to figure it out, please play around. If I do figure it out, PDN, you know I'm down. I've seen those found on the course. Yeah. All right. So if the alignment looks way off on like the HLA, the horizontal launch, then I'll redo alignment, Durango. So right 0.1, left 0.8. Gosh, if you're already going to be right on this, Durango, I'm going to have to realign it. These are wedges, I think. Yeah, pitching wedge. Right 0.3, right 0.8. Vertical launch is almost identical. PDN. Makes me earn it most of the time, doesn't he? Makes me earn it. And then we've got the Garmin range, and then we've got GS Pro's range, and then we've got, yeah, we've got Square's range numbers down there also. So total spin, is it total spin? Yeah, it's total spin, 81 to 89 on the Garmin. Ah, oops. Bad one. As of now, Square website pulled the recently 9.8 due to the issue. They're aware. So Garmin's what you see in GS Pro. The bottom three black numbers that Garmin shows are Garmin's side carry deviation from the Garmin range, and then there's Garmin carry and Garmin total from the Garmin range. So you've got the total carry for GS Pro, total carry for Garmin range, total carry for Square, all at the bottom. And then the Square numbers versus the Garmin numbers that are going into GS Pro. That one's very close, very accurate there. Or those are pretty darn spot on with each other. Same HLA, VLA. The one thing I'm consistently getting on my Square, and I don't know if it's specific to my unit, is ball speed is low. So ball speed for me is about 1 mile an hour to 2 miles an hour low reading on the Square compared to the Garmin and compared to the MLM2 Pro. Not sure what that's coming from, if it's related to my unit or not. It's there because the PIX ball came out, Stu, and I wanted to compare the PIX ball to something, and it's all I had because the MLM2 Pro wouldn't read it, and I technically have till Wednesday to put this Garmin in the mail, technically. But if Square wouldn't have released that update today, I probably would have taken this back today. So I just really wanted to do this comparison because the Garmin can read any ball, and I wanted to give you guys this comparison, which is why I went live tonight I wasn't going to. I was just going to go live tomorrow, and I was going to work on my game tonight. So, all right. So faced, path 9 left. Club path pretty far inside. Tired of seeing that, Garmin? Yeah. Well, it's good for this, though. It is good for this. You're seeing spins are pretty close. That one there, really, except spin axis. I've been noticing all night that either the Garmin is biased to the left on spin axis or the Square is a little biased to the right on spin axis, because it seems like I'm getting a little bit further right spin axis on the Square than I am on the Garmin. '87, so left 2, spin left 4, spin left 7. So a little bit more left spin axis there. Try to hit some straight ones. It certainly could be. Yeah, it certainly could be. I noticed that there's times where it doesn't read club data, and when it doesn't read the club data, it also seems to at times miss the spin axis. And I don't know if when it misses spin axis, why it's still giving me a spin number, if it's just guessing at the spin number or if it's actually reading it. I'm not entirely sure. Beginning end. I'll do one, PB. I got asked that the other night too. So I'll do one. Give me a few days. Yeah, that's what I've been having too, Bryce. So I've been having inside path with closed face, still getting, you know, right spin. I've had that happen, yeah. It might have just happened. Is that what you're referring to? It might have just happened. So it says, like, even that one. So it's got path into out. Face is open, but closed to the path. And it still has a spin axis to the right. So I don't know what that is. But when you look at path there, like, it doesn't seem right. And then if you notice my speed, my ball speed on the Square, it's constantly about 2 miles an hour lower than the Garmin. So like 96.5 to 98.5 there. I tried to swing a little harder there to see if the gap was different. So 102 to 99 on the Garmin. I get it every now and then too, and I chalk it up, Adam, to maybe a incorrect reading of the dot or an incorrect placement of my dot. You know, I don't know if that's why it does that. And on driver mic, I can't get the speed up very. I can't get it up, you know. So. That felt like a good swing there. Better than some of the ones I made last night too. All right, so that's a wedge. Kind of see the numbers there. They're close. I think it's cool at least that we can even hit them and say that, and it can say that it's reading them, just like, you know, versus having to get these Square golf balls, which are like a Korean ball. I do think it's really awesome that you can go out and buy a dozen of these readily at your local golf shop, or like Dick's Sporting Goods has them. I got them at Shields. And it's easy to get balls for the Squares, so that's kind of nice.
But where's the best to send back a loaded data Square with those issues? Not just being a modem. Yeah, I'm gonna send them, Bryce. I actually have a bunch from today, so I shot a video on all this, but who knows if I'll ever get it edited, but I did. And I took all the data from it. So I've got a bunch of it, Bryce, and I download the data off the Garmin too. So I've got side by side that I can compare to. So PIX balls last a long time. That if they do, that's even awesome. I mean, that's awesome also. I think that's just an added benefit. The square balls I had, the square golf balls I had were going bad on me. And it just felt, I looked to get them on the website and they were sold out, so I haven't gotten new ones for square. All right, so 7-iron here. This one's, I guess I could 7-iron. Square balls are crap. Yeah, I'm not. It's $54.99 a dozen. $54.99 US a dozen. So I paid $110 for 2 dozen today. I got TP5s and TP5Xs. I got one of each. I hope they don't. I wish more companies would, more of these companies that need markings on the balls would do this. This seems like a great solution. Take a ball that's already out there, that already has markings, and let us use it. I mean, it would be awesome if I could use this with the MLM2 Pro, if I could use it with the Square, if I could use it with a Unicore, and we went to, instead of having, kind of like how we had Lightning charger and now we have USB-C, I wish there was just one universal marked ball for Sims. That would be the way to go. So that one, 6450 on spin, 6458, but left spin axis, and then Square had that pretty much square, like straight. PIX balls are used on Pro T, is that right? And they're an and SkyTrack? Well, cool. Maybe we're finally moving to that. If they are, TaylorMade's the smart one for, for becoming that golf ball. They're probably the one reaching out to the launch monitor companies saying, it's probably the other way around, like, hey, just use this one. Did that one not read or what? Okay. There we go. That's such a better shot. I didn't hit one ball that well last night. That was struck well. I didn't hit, this ball striking was so bad last night. I left there feeling like I needed a lesson. Square gave a low bomb on that one. The one that I didn't think read. So this one, 5-9 into out, face close to target, spin axis left. The Square had that spin axis barely left, but spins close to the same. So 23, so launch is about the same, 2 miles an hour low, spin about 300 RPM high. So Wasn't paying attention to the Square data. The Square's running side by side to the Garmin. It's hidden behind it. You can't see it because the Garmin's so big. Ah, that one was blocked. Face was open. A little Healy. So spin axis right, the Square read it right. Those are pretty close. Again, the mile per hour, 116 to 119. That's what she said. Not at all, CLW. That's actually, it was kind of nice because I was struggling. Was not hitting the ball. No good shots were coming, and I was trying to find it, and I wasn't. So I don't mind hearing that at all. It's probably more annoying to me when someone asks for advice and turns you into that. But if I was open to hearing it, so it didn't bother me at all. And tonight I'm going to try to figure out how to hit the ball a little better. So maybe tomorrow night I can play Tips Tour after the TGL. There's a little pulley shot there. Just really working on like ball position right now. Ball position and alignment. Trying to get back to where a little bit better strike than last night. I didn't hear that, Viper. May need to nudge the Square a fraction left. Okay. No, I just used the projector to light up the area. I wondered if it would help either unit see the ball better if I lit them up. So with the projector, the overhead projection, I just put white on the area where both projectors see it. Since they're both camera based, I thought, well, maybe the light will help them get a better shot of it. But those two are chunky. I have a pin spotlight up there. I just don't have it turned on right now. I've got a remote for it, so I could turn on a pin light. Don't they read UV light? I have no idea. I have no idea, Mark. It's like infrared, so they don't need light. You mean? Right. So I'm getting a right bias. Is that what you're saying? For spin axis, right 7.1. Let me align the Square really quick. We might have lost the Square. Let me quick do what Durango mentioned. Actually, I closed out of that app. So actually, I think since I closed out of the Square app, it's going to want me to realign it, won't it? Let's go. Okay, I got the weirdest thing. Weirdest thing, I don't have a way to quit the Square app. There's no buttons in here. It's like is it full screen or something? I don't know. Square Golf won't quit. We'll realign it quick. All right. You don't know if the Garmin, but well, yeah, it's like infrared, right? So is that the same thing? Yeah, Joe talked about something in that video, to a couple hundred spin off, but now I don't know if that just meant they feel like it got closer to where they can rely on it within a couple hundred spin, and if that's okay with you, then this is a great solution. Or if it was like a couple hundred spin more off than the square golf ball. I've hit both, and they both kind of feel like I'm getting the same numbers. Let's go here, settings, target alignment. And let's align the square really quick here. We'll align it. .7, that's usually what I get. Let's say okay. Driving range, go, data mode. Okay, so we're back. We'll try that. You didn't mean infrared. Yeah, I figured. I was following. So maybe that'll help. Go into settings and see. I don't have let's see if you want to turn. Do I want to turn on premium ball? I don't even understand that setting. That just juices the numbers by 5%, or what does that do? UV spectrum, right on. Do the PIX balls leave marks on the screen? No, I don't. I would imagine not. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever hit them, but I don't think so. Let's see here. So I still had a right spin axis there versus a left spin axis. That's kind of weird. Those ones were close. Those were very close. Spin axis. I think, what am I looking at here? Oh no, there's no spin. It didn't read spin axis, so. Yes, Square did an update, yeah. Yep, so I can tell it I'm using the PIX balls, yep. $10. So I got left 10 versus left 1.1. Spin's pretty close. Speed is low. Left 6 versus left 3, 59 to 63. Speed is a little bit low. So for me, you guys have all seen that before. The speed's a little bit low. .22 to 119. 0.4 to 0.5, those numbers are the same. Spin axis, those are very, that shot right there, those are very close. Oh, so it just modifies the raw, the distance numbers. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I would prefer it didn't and it just used the speed. The reason it's low on yardage right now is because the speed it's reading is 119.9 and it's actually 122. That's almost 3 miles an hour. If you just added that mile per hour to it, they'd go the same distance. So, not sure what the best way to do that is. That's got to be an open face, wasn't it? What's it say? Oh yeah, 2.7 open. So that one, spin axis more to the right on the square. Stuck there too, so face open, path into out. I mean, it really depends on closure rate too, you know, I don't know, or, you know, like how I slide through that ball too, where it hits on the face. If it hits inside or outside, it could cause different spin, right? I would think. Like that one, I shut the face down on it. We both got left spin axis. Both got left launch. So, yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty impressive. What I love the most about it is that they're updating, that they're adding things like this to their device, that they're trying, that they're actively trying. This is every 3 weeks they've sent a new update out now. You know, they're actively moving to get that number more and more accurate as best they can, which is pretty cool. Like that, I like that. That's a good swing there. -2 to a, so it's a left spin versus a +2 spin. Both launched to the right. But we're about 4 miles an hour low on the speed. Square versus Garmin. So that was a big pull there. Kind of was trying to hit one left to see what it would do to that. Yeah, so the direction, that one seems like on the big ones it wants to go left with the, it didn't, so it's now it's over biased to left a little bit there. Mile per hour, 123 to 126. That's that big shut face. Watching ball flight compared to, yeah. It would be cool on the Garmin to do that, to take it outside. Do you measure face to target at contact or at max compression? Yeah, I don't know. TaylorMade. Yeah. Yep. Let me see here. Vikings officially lost, didn't they? Yeah, they officially lost. Sorry, gotta send that out. It's all over. That's too bad. I was kind of rooting for them. I was hoping they'd go a little further than that, but nothing you can do. All right, let's hit some 4-irons here quick, and then I want to work on driver. Honestly, the club feels a lot better. Even those 7-irons felt a lot better than what I was hitting it last night. The strike felt better. Why are the Vikings? I don't know. Why are they purple? So that's in to out, face slightly open. Those two are pretty, aren't they pretty close? Let's see here. Right, right. Just my ball. I mean, really, those shots are going to land about the same spot. Oh man, you would be yeah. I'm trying to get it figured out, Trazer. It feels a little better than I did. I just felt lost yesterday, honestly. Trying to get some things dialed in. I'm gonna chunk it right when I say that. That's chunky. 42, both had right spin axis. I mean, those aren't going to be far apart either, other than the mile per hour, which I wonder if it's just something with my unit with the mile per hour, or if it's an update thing they can do, or what. It's just slightly off. Like that was pulled, but a solid strike. 137, 134, -2, 15.4. I mean, those are, again, 41 to 42, left 3 to left 6, 15 launch to 15 launch. Those are close. They were talking about it being able to read another Callaway ball soon, but I didn't see it listed in the software today. That's off the toe. Oh man, I wish I could show you that replay. Interesting replay there. Still on 7. Thank you. I'd like to update it because then I can pull the data afterwards. Callaway would be TrueViz. Face a little shut there, but I'm not complaining about that. The contact there was good. Yeah, center face. Chunked it. Look at that ball speed. You wonder if these mats give you real feedback. That was chunky. 20 miles an hour ball speed less than the previous one. Huge difference spin axis on that one. Must have missed it. Yeah, the mat did its job, exactly. Yeah, you want that feedback. So that one left. Those are pretty close, but again, ball speed's an issue for me. I want that 3 miles an hour. I've got that one too, CLW. Probably the best swing of the night there. It was good. A little close, but I'm getting a little more square. I don't know why. Hopefully when we get to driver here in a couple clubs, I can start to hit the driver again. What did that one do? 0.2, let's see here. See, that's where Square's got it right 3 degree. Garmin's got it left 2.5 degree. Spin's very close. I mean, they're kind of consistently different from one another. So I don't know if that's an alignment issue. If it's in a unit with, you know, something with my manufactured one, but they're very close. Very close. Yeah, that was a good swing. I think that's what you meant. Swing. Little cut there. So I was trying to open the face up a touch, but didn't really. Just kind of must have just took some cut spin or block spin there. More neutral path. All right, let's hit some drivers. This is the thing that's been haunting me, is the driver. The driver. If we figure this out, PDN, maybe we'll play some golf. I just don't know if I got hopes that that'll happen. Try to many ways to line the square as good as you can. That's what you get also. I mean, there's going to be slight differences in manufacturing, I've got to believe. You know, like how something's mounted, the angle of it. Maybe not. Maybe they calibrate themselves. I don't know. Yeah, I hit it bad yesterday too, Bryce. It was tough going for me. There was not a lot of good swings in there. So we're going to open up this right toe, huh? That's what I'm hearing. That's just off the toe hardcore. Path, what'd they say? In to out, face open. Okay. One of them got it, one of them didn't. Garmin did not read that. I think because I hit it so far on the toe that the ball covered up the sticker. You couldn't even see the sticker. Yeah, that's why. Yep. So front toe's open a bit here. That's heely. That's a heel cut. What's the path there? I want to see path. That's kind of the shot I played the last couple weeks. Was just, I was kind of just getting away with standing closer and hitting and striking it on the heel and bleeding it out there. That's not the shot I'm trying to play or I naturally hit though. Honestly, something more like that would be good, but there's just no spin there. That's so dead. That's because I hit it pretty high on the face. Yeah. Could be reaching. Could be reaching. I'm going to throw a couple lines up quick here to help me with this. This is what I would do normally. So I've got some stuff I can put up here. Let's look here. So I can go center line. We can add that back, and then I've got, those don't matter. Stance lines, let's take those off. Okay, so we'll get those lines all the way out in the stance, and then I'm going to give myself a couple of toe lines for references. This is my floor projection that I've got. So we'll put a grid down, try to start getting consistent ball position here. So now I'll have a grid there to use when I'm setting up. So that should be helpful. Let's see here. That should be helpful there. So we'll start with that. We'll put the grid lines out at least. So now I've got some toe lines here I can deal with and distance from the ball lines. We can start to try to drive something in consistently here. Figure out where I'm at. So ball is at this line. Honestly, I could go with the two outside lines too. I could add in these further toe lines. I should get that one and that one. That'll help. There we go. And drag this window back. Okay, so there, we've got something on the floor to work with now as far as a little grid for stance and ball position. Well, down is a feel, not a trajectory. Okay. Tees it up pretty low. Yeah, dude hitting it high on the face. Maybe hang 10 symbol with your thumb touches, pinky touches. I don't even... I'll try this. I'm just gonna work off some ball position. So I think we're good there. So I'm in off the left heel. Toe is actually just in front of it. Try this. Oh, Garmin went into standby mode. Thanks, Garmin. We're still here. Can't take 30 seconds away from this thing. It feels like it thinks it's gonna die. Okay, so we'll go there. So this feels a lot more forward than what I've had it of recently. So I'll try this. Well, I'll be damned. That was not bad. Transition looks rushed. Feels kind of has been feeling rushed, and when I slow it down, Chris, and then I'll watch back the VOD sometimes to see like what I was feeling or what I was thinking. And at times last night when I thought I was slowing it down, it doesn't look slow at all. So it's this mental feeling of, but yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I felt like it looked like that too in the video. I try to slow it down and just smoke the ground. All right. This is how it goes. Okay. Try to slow that transition down. I don't have a tempo app. Path out to in. I haven't had much of that. Face closed. I'm just going to start with moving the ball forward in the stance and just see what it does. That's kind of what I would normally do if I was working on it. I would just start with ball position and see what the effect is, because I've had it, technically I've had it probably, I've been playing driver more right here lately. Now that I look at these lines, what felt forward was probably right here where this toe's at. So right now I've got it right off the left heel. We'll see what that, see if that produces any sort of consistency differences. Yeah, the left heel out. It helps me not come off the ground. I actually have to, because this knee, I had surgery on this knee from wrestling when I was younger. When I turn through, I've kind of got to jump off this knee a little bit, or I just get sore. So actually having the foot out feels like it helps a little bit. I just can't have these giant 30-yard hooks like I did last night, and then every time I would try to correct it, it was a 30-yard block. So environment settings on the R50, I matched the environment settings on the R50 to the environment settings on the Square. So the Square detected the room at 74, so the Garmin's at 74. The Square had 47 humidity, so Garmin's 47 humidity. And elevation on the Square is 1400, and the Square's got elevation that it detects through the barometer. So, and then the GS Pro range is set at the same 1400. So I think I've got them all in the same spot. OMG, but I could be overthinking that, I'm not sure. So the ball feels way forward right now, but when I look at the lines, it's actually off the heel. So this feel is definitely weird, but we'll see if this works. Ah. But, like, that's not end of the world. It's playable. No club plat data. No CLW, it's the PIX ball update came out today, and I literally took it, I had it in the case, I was gonna box it up and go to FedEx this morning, and then I saw the PIX update came out on I checked the Square software, I saw it came out, and I thought, I wanna compare it before I let it go. So that's actually why I'm streaming tonight too, is I wanted to compare it before I send it back. Would position too far towards the center cause all those misses? Because I feel like all I've done right now is change the position and the misses have narrowed. Oh, until you do that. That was rushed. Keeping my hips back, keeping my feet on the ground. I don't know, I've kind of always been, I grew up the little guy, always trying to catch the big guys, you know? Always swung hard. But yeah, I can try. Let me try to just be a little more balanced. Standing a little bit closer, I think. That's just heel. That's way off the heel. And across it, but out the heel. So that was the miss that went out of bounds yesterday after hitting a bunch of hooks. Swing harder without caring. Let the athleticism. I mean, that's kind of I try to do that, you know. All right, so we're ball position there. Just cover it. What's that say? Face closed, path into out. 30 yards right. Those are the ones I get confused on how they cut. But could just be Healy, I suppose. Okay, come on, here we go. Same swing there. Didn't read it though. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. It does feel just way out front, so I'm gonna come back one ball from the front. It almost feels like I'm reaching for it. So we'll go a ball closer to the center of the stance. That was fine with me if that happened. The Garmin reads club data like 50-50. I think sometimes it depends on, I think on toe strikes it has a harder time because the sticker gets covered up. Two-way miss, transition. I know, slowing the transition down is like a drill of its own, Ida. It's such a hard thing for me to do. Like when I see a Hideki like pause, it almost makes me want to puke. I can't imagine how many things I would think about in that, in that second that he's up there. All right, so we're a ball off the inside now. I'm actually a little closer to center. That's a little across it, like want to cut it, but the it's just a dead pull. It's square enough that it's just a pull. I got 160 on the square. That doesn't happen that often for me. All right, so we're ball position. We're like a ball inside the front heel has kind of been. I'm probably three golf balls further forward than I was last night. Ooh. Ooh. Path out to in with an open face. That's a cut. All right, so if I just slow it down, can we just find like a fairway ball? Right there. Right there. What if I slow my takeaway? I think I need to. What if I told you that last swing I felt like I slowed my takeaway? I felt like I slowed my takeaway the last shot, but okay, let's see here. Toed it. So that that felt like insanely slow, and I'm sure it wasn't at all. The Tempo app, does it cost money? Your quick twitch, that's right. Fast twitch. All right, if I just like hit 80%ers though, what if I do that with this better ball position? 5'10". So if I just, usually my best drives are like the angry ones after a double. Okay, so slowing it down isn't. I think I'm getting a feel for something though right there. If I do that, ball off the inside. Nope. All right, what's the adjustment I need to make on this head? Huh? I should change it up a little. Where's that tool at? What if I slide this ball more forward? Thank you later. We're gonna go there, a little more neutral. We're gonna go neutral on the club weight. I had moved the club weight to cut bias because I was fighting all those snap hooks. I'm gonna move the club weight back to the middle. And right now I'm between lower and higher. I'm opposite of standard loft, so I think I'm just upright is all on the club. The club just sits upright, I think. Inside heels driver. Okay, I'll go up again. We'll go up again. So we're inside the heel now, I think. You know, that was totally pulled, but I actually just felt like a pulled iron. I didn't mind the feel of where I hit that. Okay, let's see. Go right there. Probably is. The one thing I dislike about these clubs is when you flip the grip or when you flip the head, now it doesn't like align. So I don't know I don't get it. Wish the grips were like the old Ping dial-ups. I don't know if anybody remembers those. I know. I got to figure this driver out. That's the thing I need to figure out here. There's no reason I can't hit the driver. What if I just strengthen the shit out of the grip and still was able to cut it. I closed the face. Go there. So if I go to, that's a pretty good grip there. Neutral. Oof, 15-yard cut. Out to in. Seems like the further I get the ball forward, the more I get the out to in stuff. So I don't know if it's because I'm closing on the arc or if I'm making a move to get there. I'm not sure. Yeah, that would play. Those would both play. I just need the confidence in something that will play. I do have a shorter tee, and a lot of these have felt high. They felt high and outside, high inside. I could go shorter. Let's do that. Let's do that. Growing up, I always teed it really low, but the driver heads were so much smaller then. They weren't like they are today. So that's if you use K2 tees, I was using a 6. This would be a 5. A 5.5. So this one's a 5 pulled up slightly. So this is a 5.5. Anybody use K2s? Get this air. Try again. 3 or 4. All right, we'll try slightly shorter. Slightly shorter tee. I just thinned it. Just came up on it. Angle of attack. A lot of times it's like in the +6, +7. Play that. It's off 20. But that felt more centered on the face than the others have felt. So I think ball position was definitely too centered. I think I'm maybe getting more comfortable with it more out front. Did you, OMG? Shorter tee. That was a little high in the face. I could feel it. Yeah, high in the face, a little outside, kind of high toe. Headed to bed, Matthew? All right. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, I think I'm actually feeling okay about these swings. Don't even mind the cut at all. As long as it's just that, 20 yards, I'm fine with that. If I can play that. I just wish Garmin was giving me club data. Technically said tear it down. This thing's at 21.7. Yeah, with that lower tee, aim up the left and hit it fade. It is. What I'm noticing with the lower tee is I'm hitting a lot more centered. A lot more centered. I think I've been catching a lot of them high on the face, which is what's been taking off all that spin. I'm actually going to go even lower. We're going to go down to a 5 and just see what it does. Shouldn't be an issue for me with attack angle. So if I go down to a 5, Spin's looking good at 2200. Yeah. So this is a 5. Everybody's audio's gone. Get the audio back. Hello. There we go. Audio's back. Back, back, back. Hear me now. Well, we're gonna have to play with that in the pocket then. That's what you get when you don't charge it. Actually, I filmed with it most of the day. I think if this stays like it is, this has been pretty tolerable these last few shots. So a lot lower T, a lot lower T. Keeping it forward. Don't mind this at all. Chris laughing. I missed the chat now, so. Most of it the driver. Wish you could hear the hit ball hitting the ground. So I'm on the 5 right now. The 5 feels low. It looks low. I mean the ball probably sits slightly below halfway above the driver face when I rest the face on the ground. But I feel like I'm feeling the center of the face more. So I was a little pulled there. I'm zeroing out my path. Zeroing it out is that either I am or or the Garmin's just not reading it. Okay, here we go. Like this lower one. That was just off the heel slightly. I don't mind that at all. None of these are like what we had last night. Last night it was 50 yards left. It was absolutely these insane knuckle, no spin, drop hooks all night. One size too low on the ball on the tee. I'll try going back up a half size. So I was at a 6 I did hit 5.5. Now I'm at 5. So we'll hit a few more like this and see. Hello? Check, check. I pulled it out. Pulled out the deal, swinging, hitting shots. Little athletic tape will fix this. Mic pack fix. OMG. Thank you, man. Thank you, OMG. Good night, Herb. Think I'm on it with the 5 or the 5.5 setting. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, Herb. I know this wasn't the most exciting of nights, but a little bit of testing and some range work, and thank you, OMG. New mic go. Well, I guess that's not going to charge off that. So I'm going to swing like 10 more shots, and this should charge in like a minute. And it's just going to sit over on the desk. So the audio will be a little off while I hit here for a second. I'll follow the chat. And then it should have enough charge where I can use it. So let it charge there for a minute. Dragon. Technical difficulties. Actually, you know what I can do? See if you guys go deaf with this. Might be able to hear me from that. We'll see. Charging on the ground now. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Early morning. OMG. Hey, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and for the advice. I think you,
OMG, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the advice. I think you nailed it on the shorter tee there. You're the man. So supportive. I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. I tell you what, if I'm gonna hit like 4 more drives, maybe 5. If it's still feeling like this, then I think I'll hop on and play. First again, short Tiger T. I think I'll hop on and play like maybe we'll play the first round of the Pro Tour, a little warm up for what will be the Tips Tour. In a couple nights, I'll play just maybe 1 round. I'm gonna hit a few more drives here quick. OMG, thank you so much, man. So we landed on shorter tee so far. Shorter tee, ball position forward, and left foot open a little bit. And then everybody in the chat saying, slow down the, slow the transition. Which I haven't worked or even tried that yet, but. Look at that. That is what I want right there. What am I trying to fix, Alan? I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop jumping, Mark. It's just in my dinner. If you have ever seen that movie, if you have kids, but it's in my dinner. The jumping thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Kids, you know what I'm talking about. Ida's kids. My dinner. All right, ball position up, lower tee. Yeah, blackout's right on it. Yep. I mean, even these though, like that's, if I'm playing a cut, I'm not, if anybody was in last night's stream, the driver was the last, nobody would have bet. I think you could have gotten really good odds betting on me hitting the fairway. If you would have bet that I would hit the fairway, you probably could have got like 10 to 1 that I would actually hit it. Because I don't know if I even hit 1 or 2 fairways. Somebody should go look. It's posted. My last night's fairways. Yeah, it's posted. Aim left center. I think you're good. Yeah, even a soft draw would kill him for sure. So we'll go up front on that toe, lower tee. That one, that was, what was that? What was that? Do the Bryson practice method. You got to hit like 5 perfectly, and every time you miss it and don't hit it, you got to restart. I think I'd be here for 5 days. If I can hit three good ones here, I'm gonna call it a night. Work more on it tomorrow. Look at that. That's the shot. Just look at it. Would you look at it? First thing you gotta do is look at it. Long Island, New York, orange every day of your life. Yeah. Just look at it. Okay, we go right there.
Look at that. A true in to out. Woo. I'm starting to like feel the ball position a little bit. And this toe out thing, Mark. This toe out thing is a ticket. Hold it. Like I can actually feel that. I'm not surprised. Okay, one straight one here, right? First fairway, Pro Tour. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Boom. Let's go play some golf, huh? We fixed it until about the third hole when I declared nothing's fixed.
It's like that old meme. I figured it out. Figured it out. Figured out what I was doing wrong. 4 holes later. I don't know what's going on. That last one was whooped, wasn't it? Honestly, like the smile is a real smile. That actually the last 15 were all better than last night. That's because Bryce, good golf is just better golf. So let's jump in. I'm gonna play it. Screw it. We're gonna play some golf. We're gonna play Sim Golf Tour. Bryce, I talked myself into it, didn't I? We've got the stadium course this week, I think. Let me look at this. Screen record. Let's go. Wonder how the square numbers looked. Okay, so we got the SGT stadium course. This course could be crazy difficult, probably. But round 1 on the Pro Tour. Let's do that. I could do SGT Tour. Honestly, I should play the SGT Tour until I win one, because I haven't ever won one. 6,800 Sunday pins, 5 foots, normal green, firm fairway, calm wind. Other than the Sunday pins, this is pretty benign. Normal on the putting, stimp of 12, which we've been practicing. So, okay. You get the feeling. I can fix that, Mark. Let's see here. I want my mic. I want my mic to be charged back up. Kind of drives me wild. Otherwise, I'm running my mouth to myself. Okay. How is the Square data looking? Has anybody been keeping an eye on it or a track of it? Is there any correlation that you're seeing? I'm going to pull it all later, but... Whoa, what did I just see? Did I just see a... Okay, hold on. What's your plan with the 50? No, I did the RMA. I did the return on it. And this has to be back in the box by Wednesday 1:15. It's got to be delivered to the post office. So I was going to just be smart and get it in there today. That was the plan. And then the PIX ball came out and I wanted to run side-by-side comparison. So this is it, right? So the Garmin's going back officially, or I'm out, but wanted to compare it. Probably. I'm working so sober. Yeah, Bryce is working. Right on. Better you do 99 each fairway hit. That'd be a good incentive. Fun course, just played it. Okay, right on. You could have used a pail and shovel. I think that could happen to any of us on this course. This course is hard, I feel like. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. All good things tonight. It all feels, I mean, all those things make sense to me, you know? And I really like the Square too. So, Square's been sitting at the FedEx facility since 1-2 because of the weather. Oh, bummer. I'd be excited to get the Square. If it's, honestly, it feels really good right now. Spin and carry's low, and you'll have a random 20-yard lower. Yes, every now and then you get one where the speed really doesn't catch, where, you know, 110 and it only comes in at like 102 on the Square. Every now and then, but otherwise it feels pretty good. Major reason it's going back is because for $5,000, I want it to be known for quality on putting, known for, and honestly, the customer support, if they would have just given me some like assurance that I was going to be helped, I probably would have kept it. It just, they didn't, they were so hard to even get a response out of, that I just worried. I just didn't feel like I had any guarantee that they were going to, you know, address the issues in the time that I had it. And then I didn't want to lose out on my return window, without some assurances. So all I was asking for from them, and they called me really, but all I really wanted to know was like, hey, can you give me some assurance that you guys are working on this or that putting's important? And when I called them, I never got that warm and fuzzy feeling. Or when they called me, I mean, I never got that warm and fuzzy feeling. They called me after my live, where I had all those errors. So greens are undulated for sure. I don't know. What do you do? Just hit drivers? Is it deep rough out there? What do we do? They just felt so political. That's what they felt. When I called him, it seemed like the guy wanted to help, but he felt, honestly, working in organizations and just kind of knowing, trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes, it just felt to me like he wanted to say, we're going to fix it or we aren't, but he couldn't stand on a statement. And I don't know. It just felt, his answers felt very political. That's how I would say it. So I wish it wasn't that way, but all right, let's go do this. Pro Tour round 1. We'll play this first this week. Grip it and rip it. Pro T, that'd be cool. Yeah, he just felt, it felt like, it just felt like he was the guy not in a position where he had leeway to say certain things, and it felt like he was just super nervous. Like if he promised me something or said something, or I put him on the record, or if I recorded the call, or you know, he felt so tense. It was like pulling teeth trying to have the conversation, and I don't know why that was. So. I think even if he could have said, even if he knew in his heart that, hey, we're working on putting actively and we're going to fix it, I felt like he's just in a position at the company that he couldn't say that, which was just kind of like, you know, frustrating, but I get it, man. I mean, not everybody, I don't know who, the guy I was talking to, what his position was, but it's probably close. I'm going to give it another minute here. All right. Hole 1, Pro Tour. Everything we learned on the range. Here we go. It's just rough. I guess it's not that bad. I mean, that was hit so well. Maybe I just need to aim straight and see what we get out of this thing. See if we get the draw or the cut.
Initial impressions of the new update. I mean, I think good. All the changes I think that they made are good. Initial impressions, I would say kudos to them. Another update they pushed out, you know. 86 out of the rough. 12 stem. 86 out of the rough. Okay. There we go. 86. Here we go. 54 degree. All right, we're not gonna do. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna get this. What are we doing? I don't even know what happened there. I'm not gonna say the word. I'm not gonna say the word. 22. Yeah, we know what that is. That was I won't say the word. I'm not gonna say the word. I want a mulligan is what I want. I want a mulligan there. Don't say it, DJ. Don't say it. All right. 18 yards out of the bunker. You gotta start down, huh? Don't mess it up. Okay. This round's all about driving the ball well. 22 down 3, 12 stem. 22 down 3, 5.5. All right, here we go. We're all played Don't Disappoint. Every good round starts with a bogey. Is that what somebody said sometime? Never? Somebody said never? Every good round starts with a bogey. This thing should be charged for... Hitting that to test the data on both. I am definitely doing that. Is that what you mean? I wish it was a mystery. I think every round is a good round. Good golf is better golf. You said that the other day. Good golf is better golf. Can you guys hear me now? Can we hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. How about the bird sounds? Way too loud? Way too loud? Can we get them down? Bird sounds are way too loud. All right, here we go. See if this driver lesson paid off. So I would say the first drive I aimed there, I hit what, like a 20-yard draw? To me, that was a good swing. We'll see how this one goes. Boom. Let's go. That was smashed. Let's go. I'm lost over here trying to figure out what I was going to do. Turn that on. $71. There we go. All right. 99 cents. Hey, man. Thanks, CLW. Is that my first? That's first fairway, isn't it? Oh, love it. Thank you. Boom. Fairway. Gosh, there's 14 more, 13 more of those where that came from, right? Okay, 69. Stu's favorite yardage. Stu's giggling over there. All right. JY. Square has that at almost a slice. It's been a little right biased on me. Like Square's been cutting a little bit. That is totally off. Those ones are way different. Right 15 versus left 6. It was definitely left 6. I could feel it. Well, but actually though, out to in 0.9. I don't know. Whatever. Felt great. Let's see here. 69. Thanks, DJ. All right, here we go. 6-9. There we go. Okay. Square has a slice here. Those were pretty close. Webcam putting. 11 feet. 12 stemp. So if we go there, left edge. 4 miles an hour ish, 4.1 maybe. Hey, got it back. Bounce back birdie. Still got it. I'm always talking to myself, DJ. That's half the battle. You gotta be able to talk to yourself. You ever feel like you're talking to yourself? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I just call out one of the guys in the chat just to feel like I'm talking to you. No. You know, it's weird though. Before I streamed any of these rounds, I would record them, right? And then I'd edit it down. Lars, thanks, man. Chris, woo! Good golf is better golf. I feel like that's a new phrase I'm coining, because Birdies and Lars is in there. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, Chris. DJ, whoa. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I don't know where the @ sign came from. That was supposed to be an exclamation point. All right, here we go. Let's keep this driver thing going off the lesson that I just took from the chat. Look at that. 12 yards offline. Just a little cut. I aimed right side. Come on, get a kick. I aimed right side because the last one I pulled drawed or whatever. But 12 yards offline, like, we can do that. We can do that. Gotta support the PIX habit for sure. Thanks, man. You guys are awesome. So close, CLW, so close. I know, that's what I was leaning for too. Like a bowler, you know, in bowling, I'm always kind of trying to get it to not go in the gutter. 178. This course has got to be what, like sea level? This course is 56 feet elevation, so 178. We want to go 177 to there. Okay. 177 to there. Did you email me, Lars? I checked and I got back on a bunch of my emails early this morning. But I didn't think I saw yours. Yeah, it might have been downhill or something. I don't know. Good question on the spin. I feel like I haven't swung a full iron in a minute. All right, here we go. Gotta go. Bounce hard. No. Big false front. You did it earlier tonight? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll be in touch. We'll get you. Turn your left foot on every shot, Mark? You think so? Okay. All right, so 11 yards, a little chip over the hill here. Sit. Exhausted from trying to get kidney stone. Yeah, Garmin carries a little bit longer. It has been. But I don't have the premium ball setting set, and that's somebody said I need to do that on the Square. So that might be something too. (8'4", left edge up the hill. Or is it uphill? No, it says it's flat. So 8'4", that's 3.5 miles an hour. Left edge. Boom. We did it. We did it. I feel like if I get this putting thing figured out, great. Then I get the driver thing figured out. We start putting all this together. The R50 on both those I did on the last 2 drives. They weren't very much different. The spin axis was a slightly different part, but 175, not really uphill at all. Into the wind a touch. Okay. Go right there. And we'll just go there if we draw it. Okay, 175. 7 iron. A little toe outage here for Mark. Solid strike. Go. Stay there. 123 ball, just a high VLA. Boom. What are you, a rocket scientist? All right. Take a second, change the square ball setting. What, to the 5% for the carry? See, there it was spot on. See, I don't even understand why to me, the reason that the square is low in yardage is because the mile per hour is low. So to me, it's the mile per hour that's the problem, not that setting. But the mile per hour it's reading is like 120, where it read 123. And it has a little bit of a right bias for me. Or the Garmin's got a left, but yeah. I don't have it set to premium ball though. I feel like that's just juicing the yardages. Why wouldn't the speed number be, like if the speed was 123, the yardage would be longer. It's 120 and still getting the 165 that the Garmin got with 3 mile an hour less. So, which is kind of weird. All right, 12'8" up to 12'8" up to, go there. 14.5, 4.5, 4.5 to 5.5, something. Okay. Break in there. Let's go. It's 2 in a row, right? No, it's not. What is it? 2, I can't even see that. Every other, maybe? Yeah, every other. Every other. Man on a mission, we are under par. That can change quickly. We have blown big leads before. Golf clap. I got a golf clap in the chat. All right. Here's where the nerves and the lesson on the range from the chat are all going to come into play. What does he do when he's got to actually hit a driver with consequence? Can he handle the pressure? All right. Nope, can't handle it. I just hit the toe of the club. I hit the ground and then the toe. Ah. Psyched myself out of that. I don't think I stood a chance from the second I walked up to it. All right, so what are my next options? Back from 451, 510, 448. That's still rough. That's still rough. That's 3.7 down. That's 3 down. So this one's a better lie. All right, we'll drop it here. Dirty dog. And we're gonna go all right. On the brighter side, yeah, the water does look nice. They did a good job with the animation, the graphic. I was thirsty, right? Everybody take a drink for the water. Okay. That'll play, just sit there. 3. Okay, we still got a chance here. Not a very good one, but we got a chance. My thoughts are right now, how cool would this par be, huh? Right? That's my thoughts. How cool would this par be? Pretty darn cool. So, let's try for that. Let's try for that. Again, more rights. If you play with it on its own, it's honestly, it's awesome device. I actually really like the Square. But yeah, you compare it side by side. There's a couple little things, but yeah. All right, here we go. Be really good. Go. Oh! I definitely took it on. Shit, I tried it. Ah. I wasn't scared. I was trying to make par. Could have cost me big time, but what do you do? I mean, you can still make par right here, right? We chip this in. I thought I for sure could carry it. The problem was my vertical launch angle was so high there, 19 degrees on the 4-iron. So I needed that to come out a little lower and it would have got there. But yeah, I was a little clenched there, Bryce. Just a little. All right. Up, so 8 yards for par. We can do this, right? Come on. Par of the year. Par of the year. Come on. Nope. Sit there. Ah. That's what you get for hitting in the water. 1 stroke penalty. Cleared by maybe 2 feet. I was planning on it hitting the wood and then bouncing on the green, CLW. I got screwed. Should have gone far. Should have carried further. All right. What do we got there? That's 204. Still waiting for what? What are you waiting for, Jim? Oh. GS Pro changes the vertical launch based on lie, or does it adjust? No, the VLA, what you put in is what it is, but you know, if there is game factors, it might affect the total flight. You know, like Alan said, your lie can affect the actual ball flight. Just don't cut too much. Be good. That's all I wanted. We are dancing. Not an easy shot. I felt like I needed to hit hybrid there because we're at sea level, so it's a little much, but I don't like my hybrid from that distance. It's more like a 230 club, and I can overcut it at times. So yeah. I'm thinking about it, Mark. I am thinking about it. It's right here. I'm trying to do better. Trying to do better. Good golf is better golf, Mark. All right, that is weird. That green's on a mound. The pin is like on a mound. Okay. We'll try for that. 62 feet up for 65 feet, basically. Okay. All right, here we go. Boy, that was not a good effort. I need to hit it 12 to 12 and a half. I hit it 10 and a half. Okay, let's make this. Oh, what to do? Left it. Oh, it's just outside left. 18 feet. 5 and a half. Open your foot 90? Oh no. I don't know if I'm going to follow that one. 5 and a half. 5.1. I needed 5 and a half for that line. God darn it. All right. All right. Hard hole. Got to be a better putter. That leg putt wasn't great. 305. 305. This is like where Bryson just took it right over the water, or what? I don't have 305 carrying me at all. It's just a hybrid out left, I think. Just a hybrid out left. A little more oomph. Okay. It's the old trusty 4-yard high draw hybrid. I can't carry it 305, man. I wish I could. That's if the wind is at my back, I would do it. $78. I wonder how much the PIX balls help the Garmin. You know what I mean? Like, it's got more data points for it to catch too. You know, I don't know why they wouldn't recommend something like that themselves, but CLW, yay! I just start taking hybrid off of every tee so I can get the $10 of super chat that are left in this round, CLW. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I seriously do. That's fun. All right, 78. Not sure hybrid should count. All right, 7-8. Lob wedge. That's gonna be good. Come on, should rip right down in the hole. Go. Ah! Didn't play the brake. So much spin. I think layup, he pays you. 230, I count it. Hey, it's still the right play, right? But it isn't the driver. I get your point. I still appreciate it though. Okay. 14-4. Up 3. 14-4, up 3. Maybe there. Up 3 or down 3? Up 3. 17. 5, 5.5. 5 to 5.5. We need somewhere around that 5-mile-an-hour mark for this putt to go in. Yes! Let's go. Lay up, get the birdie. Smart golf. I can't tell me how many times the guys in the chat are like, just take your medicine, make your birdie. No, we got to go for it. Yeah, it's really saucy, PJ, and it tears the crap out of the golf balls when you do it. Drano, that's right. Nice course management, that's right. It does look as wet as that same water a couple holes ago. All right, all the lessons have been, got them all in my mind. Oh, there's a little patch of water up there, those dirty dogs. What is that? They've got like, is that water or a grandstand? What is, oh, it's the scoreboard. Okay. Scoreboard, that's what it is? Well, this fairway is super wide. Okay. My mama said, drop is the devil. All right. Okay, 4, 5, 32. Murdered that. What did the square say? Garmin didn't read it. Square says, all right, Garmin. I don't know. The Garmin just didn't read it. That was hit really well. I don't know what the square said for offline or how that went, but I feel like it hit it really good. Offline by 2 yards is what the square said. 2 yards offline. You do never know what you're going to get on. That's true. Thin but straight. I feel like that was, you gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. Where are we at here? Did you fall asleep or something? Garmin fall asleep on me? Yeah, the Garmin fell asleep on me. That's all that happened. That would have been 60. The last one was 16 yards to the right. Bummer. Okay, well, it's back online now. So after 3 practice swings, and wasting all my energy. It is nice knowing I hit one 2 yards offline, and then I hit one 16 yards offline. Those are both pretty good swings. Okay. Crushed it. Oh, hooking on me? Really? 46 yards offline. Stay in bounds. Please. Okay, we're in bounds. Gosh, what was that? So that was, didn't read any path data. 21 spin axis. Oh, path up there. Oh, face just heavy closed. All right. Slice on the square. I feel like it was somewhere between that. That felt so absolutely good that it baffles me that it ended up here. But look at the window we got. This is why you don't complain until you really take a look at it. The first thing you gotta do is look at it. It's the first thing you gotta do. Just look at it. First thing you gotta do is look at it, okay? All right, this is actually good position. I feel like perfect little field goal post to hit this through. That's a good shot. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. I want to thank the Garmin for screwing up the first 2 drives. Giving me the opportunity to hit that 3-wood. I think I did there, Mark. I forgot about the toe, which is why I was 5 yards off to the right. But we'll get it back. We'll get it back. Tin Cup has got to be my favorite golf movie. I don't know, it just is. I just love that movie. Let's see here. Let's go right there. Yeah, we'll go right there. 38 up 4, 42. 9 mile an hour. We need something about 9. The Greatest Game's good. That's the Shia one, isn't it? All right. Something around the 9 mile an hour range. Okay. Eight and a half. It doesn't get there, does it? Still, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. We're back to under par. We're under par through 8. Scrambling. Here we go. All right, are we in the, make sure we're in the Garmin zone. I don't want to hit this 3 times. How about that 3-wood on the last hole, huh? How about that 3-wood? Ah, those are the thoughts I think to myself. If no one was here, that's what I'd be thinking. Ah, dang, man. All right. I don't know where that's going, but just stay okay. Yeah, I do about like from like 2 to 7. From like 2 to 7. Typical. Maybe 6:30. 2 to somewhere in there. I hit it hard, yeah. A little pull though, but I was like definitely mentally pull biased on that swing. I was having a hard time thinking about that wet water over there, as opposed to the dry water, but I was having a hard time thinking about it. So, let's see here. $153. 153. Let's see here. What is that green doing? It's in like a little bowl down there. Okay, so we got a right hand lie, 153. We just hit it up there. Okay. 8 iron. Water is wet. Can confirm it. Yes, it is. Garmin's been unimpressive. What do you mean? Okay, here we go. 153. Hold it. I just felt that. I just pulled it. Apologies for that one. I was thinking about 3 birdie. You get ahead of myself. Start thinking about birdieing again. I just made 2 in a row. Start thinking about a birdie, then you just don't hit a good shot. 21. I think if I just get this rolling, it should go all the way down there. Let's go like right there. And then just sit down for me. Sit, sit, stop. There we go. There we go. Woo! Water is wet. It's been confirmed water is wet. Okay. Glad that we're on the same page. What's the play here? Just a little 3 whistle? Or do I hit driver? I don't know. Or do I hit hybrid? Well, 377. Yeah. There's no advantage to driver here. I'm sorry, CLW, but I've got to hit 3-wood. Not guaranteeing anything with 3-wood, but definitely got to hit 3-wood here. That better cut or sit or hit a rock. I'm just glad it wasn't wet. Good choice on the 3-wood. Good choice on the 3-wood. Okay, 119 out of the rough. I just pulled it. I kind of just came across, I came trapped down on it with a little trap pull. Forgot to do my foot on that one. All right, 3 in, 119. Okay, I got a 3-degree left lie, a little wind in off the left, and I should draw it a touch. Let's just go there. Not a fairway, no. I didn't want to. Wasn't fair. I had a 3-wood, so I missed it on purpose for you. Sit. A little much. I thought the rough would. Yeah, it took 9% off. I think the square is honestly awesome. I just think for the literally no cost for subs, I think they update it so much. I think the more that they plug data into that model, the better it's going to get. You know they care about it. It's so easy to use. User interface is so simple. I think it's an awesome unit. I don't think for the price you can get anything, you know, more complete. I mean, yeah, you can get more accurate units, but you're talking 4 times the cost for all the built-in plug-and-play feature. All right, 23 down 9. Like just a little taparoo, a little taparoo, 4 miles an hour maybe, something like that. Here we go. Break more. Nope. All right, 1 under. We got to get some more under, don't we? What course is this again in real life? This is like, I think it's a Florida, it's like PGA West or PGA. It's like the PGA West, and they call it the stadium course, right? I think. Where did I get the Stimp putting chart? If you just search GS Pro Stimp putting charts, it's like the first link on Google, and it's like, I don't know, golf simulator something.com, whatever, but you click on it and they're all there. And then I printed off the 1 page. So the MLM is my favorite launch monitor in the low budget costs. I think the data on it is the most accurate of all the low end launch monitors. I mean, Mevo I consider a little bit higher end. It costs more money. But in the under $1,000 range, and I guess you got to pay for the sub now, the lifetime is $500, so call it $1,200 for a lifetime sub with the MLM. I think the ball data is as good as it gets. The only issue is, like, you do got to be a little bit more, you got to rig it up. I mean, you got to get webcam putting. You got to get the third-party connector. You've got to get, you got to kind of do all that stuff that you don't have to do with, say, a Square. Square is more plug and play. They provide everything. But the MLM is kind of my go-to accuracy-wise. Okay. Again, we're gonna dig into the well of this lesson that we took on the range. Hit one here. Here we go. Oh, that's so good. 6 yards offline. Love it. Love it. That's so much better than where we were last night. Last night I was in like a, man, that sucked. That was hard to stay positive throughout last night. I did my best to hang in there, but man, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn last night with a driver. All right. This might not even make sense. Hey, Chris. Appreciate that. CLW. Thanks, guys. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. CLW with his third of the night. Chris, that's got to be 2 or 3 as well tonight. Thank you so much, guys. You know you're phenomenal at golf when people start celebrating you hitting the fairway. Oh, that's all right. I gotta like these. I can't reply to those ones, but it'll let me like them. All right. Hey, good night, STS. You see we got Garmin data out again, and with the PIX balls, right? Okay. All right, just get this up there, nothing special. Or duck hook it. Dude, sit. Seriously, don't do that. Okay. Oh, I was literally, that was such a lazy swing. Yeah, man, I saw that. Okay, cool. Left foot, I know. That was just lazy. That's like, I get in that mode, Mark, where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to bang this down the fairway. I just got to get it closer. I'm advancing it, and then all focus goes away, and I do something like that. So that was not great of me. It felt too easy. The fairway, the shot, everything in front of me felt too easy, and so I kind of lost a little focus there. 80, would you even say on these shots, Mark? Seriously though, serious note, 80 yards, okay. Ha. Okay. This is makeable. This is makeable. Just off the green. STS, have a good night, man. All right. So I've got 2 degree right on the lie, but 2 degree up. So it's going to go right off of the lie, and then it looks like just left off of the green. So I just don't know that I even play any break at all. 11 feet. It says it's flat. Let's play it 4.5. See what happens. I'm gonna hit A. I want to play no break. I think it's gonna break to the right off the lie, then left off the green. Let's see what happens. 4 to 4.5. Go. Come on. Oh man. 0 degree launch angle. I was saying I wanted to hit 4.5. I hit it 4.6. So it's just a misread. I mean, that was everything I wanted to do. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. All right. Fraction harder it's in. I know. I feel like I've been doing that a lot. Like using the stem chart, I'm getting good at hitting my numbers. I talked about this yesterday, but I feel like I'm not necessarily playing enough to like hit it past the hole. but it's encouraging to see that on occasion I am hitting an intended mile per hour on occasion. All right. There we go. Ball position, check. Foot, check. Bombed, check. That thing is ripped. I love that drive. Mark, I think the foot out is a big feeling thing. It just, like, it feels like there's room to get the arm in where there wasn't before. I don't know how to put that. Maybe is that the right feeling? Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm able to actually slap that ass, you know? Ah. CLW, let's go. 4 fairways, $4. That's so nice, man. Thank you so much. Committed to this. He did not think he had that much at risk when he committed to this. Thank you, CLW. All right. Might not make rent now. Don't do that. Oh. All right, 5-7, 60 yards. Spin. A little more. Don't gamble, folks. Yeah, that's what it feels like, Alan. It feels like with this out, it feels like this hip's able to more easily rotate back to the wall behind me. So I get less humpy. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Going to practice it. Going to think about it. It's a good feel. It's a good thing to, I don't know. It's really actually an easy feel, an easy thing to think about. Well, it's really just a setup thing, but it just feels good though when you swing. You don't feel stuck. All right, 7'8". Breaking decent. 7'8". 3.5. Better for the knees and back. Well, then I'm all about it. As even double reason to be about it. Oh gosh, is this enough? All right, just hit it, you dummy. 3.5. It was plenty if I just didn't push it, stab it and push it. And you got to think horizontal launch correction's on there. So if it says I pushed it 0.7, it probably was like 2 degrees. It's not just a setup thing. Oh shit. Well, that's kind of what I'm feeling, like what I'm thinking. I just get the foot open at setup, and then boom, I'm clearing a little bit better. But don't yell at me, Mark. Swing Doctor. Swing Dr. Crumb. That's what I feel like right now. All right, do we take this pin on? What do you think? I think we do. All right, here we go. Nope. So bad it's okay. Be okay. Be okay. Come on. Yes. No. Oh. Ah, we were supposed to hit a cut there. We hit a pull. And then we begged for it to be so bad it's good, and it went out of bounds. This is our tin cup moment, folks. This is where we go for it again. Ah. If we want to hit that rock. 197. Come on now. Oh, that was the first time what we were supposed to do. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Down 5, 19 feet. Come on. I want to make this so bad. Just to show this stupid course. Can't keep me down. All right, here we go. Ah! It is the worst, isn't it, Chris? Why do they get that? It is the worst. Get to the island hole so I can go to sleep. Oh, man. That sucks. Why did... You know the hole with water, the second hole, I'm like, can he hit a drive under pressure? Hit it in the water. Then that hole, I'm like, can we take on the water? Both times, all I'm thinking about is the water. And both times I hit it in the water. There's a lesson there somewhere of what not to think about when you're over the ball. Juggle skills. That's right, Hayden. Hayden in the house. All right. Hayden, we've been working on drives tonight on the range. Mark and company, CLW, they've got me fixed. Let me show you how it's done. Just like that, 2.5 yards offline. Woo! That's what we're talking about. That's right. I just hit it in the water, made a bogey, double Essel, double. Hit it out of bounds as I get cocky about a drive. Oh gosh. Gotta love it. CLW, there we go. Hey man, thank you so much. That's 5 CLW chats for 5 fairways hit. Yes, Hayden, I've been playing such poor golf that they have decided it's only fair to super chat if I hit a fairway. Not birdie, not eagle. It's if I hit a fairway. All right, 85, here we go. 8-5. Oh, they still have to give you stroke. If you're shooting in the 60s at Agaming and I come out there to play, you got to give me strokes, Mr. Hayden. I got 99 cents, but a 85 yarder ain't one. All right, here we go. 85. It's got to go. Do I have to super chat? No, Mark, you've contributed. You don't, you don't ever have to super chat, but it is so kind to the people who do. Thank you so much, everybody. And everybody who's just here watching. Mark, giving me lessons that's pretty valuable stuff. Considering last night when I couldn't find a fairway, that was so hard. It's so hard to play golf when you're in the trees like that. And it's so hard to keep your mental state like square when you don't even have a second shot to play. So getting off the tee is huge. And honestly, my misses this course, even though I haven't hit every fairway, the tee shot misses have been so minor compared to last night, if anybody watched last night. 15, it's like a 5 mile an hour. But we can hit this at like 5 miles an hour. I think we can make it. Okay, come on. Smoked it. I hit it too hard. Gosh. All right. I think we'd have to play like men, Hayden. We'd have to play like men, as my dad would say. What are we giving strokes? Or are we playing like men today? So I think if you and I, we'd be close enough. We'd have to play like men, Hayden. We just would. Straight up. And we could even just do it for pride. I think that would be enough for the both of us. I missed on the high side there, pro side. But I did pull it 0.1 degree. All right. Match play. Money per hole. Sounds like what every good hustler would say. We'll just start with $1, huh? Okay, here we go. 15. That's bad. Just don't go in the, yeah. Whew. So bad. All right, an hour call with Microsoft. I must have missed it, but I would hate that. Dollar hole, loser buys the beers. That's a good game. That's a very friendly game. I'm in for that. Now I just need to get out to Michigan. All right, 9-5 to the right, so I'm aiming left. This is a lovely lie. Get lucky, just bounce up there. Get unlucky, oh. All right, 20, we're scrambling here. This round, I feel like I'm so happy with how I've driven it, but I'm not scoring. Penalty shots have hurt. If PDN was still here, this was for him. All right, here we go, 29. Sit. Boom. Short game matters. I will say your drive off the right foot is good. Left is more stable. Now stop lunging. Stop lunging. Boom. It's a power squat. Bah. Bah. You call it a lunge. I don't, I feel like it's been in me since I was a kid, you know? Okay. Coming to the stadium hole here. We are. Okay, here we go. We're good there, Mark. Left foot, we're good. Pow! Come on. That was a little toey, which gave me that draw, but hit well. Okay. All right. So par 5, we got what's 251. CLW in the chat. That's what, 6 fairways? Let's go. 6 fairways. $5.94. I am loving this. Thank you so much, man. CLW making it rain. I love it. Draw worked on this hole. It sure did. I tried to do it, Alan. It was the play. Not really. I just kind of towed it a little bit, but it was nice to see it draw. Don't spend it all in place. I'm not done yet. Still, I got at least one more fairway hole, I think. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Okay. Here we go. Toe out on the 3-wood. Chunky. I hit the ground for, oh, look at the, oh, this is not, I should have zoomed in, but you don't want to be here. Holy cow. Nobody told me about this. Where were you on that one? Lafferty Daniel. No, the swing was not anyone's fault but my own, but how did we get in this position? Oh. All right, well, we've been practicing flops. I'm probably gonna have some drywall fall from the ceiling here, but we're gonna do it. We're going high. Caddy's fault. I mean, what were you thinking when you told me to? You didn't tell me I couldn't miss left? All right. Better get Mama sandals. Yeah, those ones from Walmart, like the ones that absolutely kill your feet, the flip-flops that are in the $5 bin. You're probably about right, Chris. Okay, 24, uphill 6 yards, uphill 18 feet, 2 stories. We got a shallow here, Mark. We got a shallow. Okay. No! That had almost dunked, didn't it? How close was that to swish? That was there. It went right into the drywall hole that I hit last night. I gotta watch the replay there. We gotta watch the replay. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Come on. Oh, can I slow it down? I want to see the landing view. Ready? Go. Oh, it was a foot by. It wasn't that close. It wasn't that close. Alan's over there saying, get over yourself. You still got to putt the ball. Yeah, you're right, Alan. It's not in the hole yet. Well, back in my day, they didn't have cameras on all our shots, so we could claim. No, I'm just kidding. Still, not bad though, huh? It was a 41 raw carry with a 43 vertical launch, and it carried 24 in the game, so a lot of ball speed. 72 miles an hour at club speed too. That's pretty fun. Okay, so down to 11 feet, 4 miles an hour. Okay, here we go. Break. Can't do it. I can't do it. Ah. The birdies are just running away from me. Wow, look at this hole. This is cool. The stadium hole. This is kind of like a TPC Sawgrass kind of vibe, huh? 162 mixed with TPC Scottsdale. Sawgrass, Scottsdale sort of mix. The water here is not even wet, so that's nice. All right, just about did it. This happens about once a night. I hit the wrong club, so I just walked up and grabbed a 9. Not a good idea. We got to get back to even one of these holes. Too much draw. I didn't even play for it either. Get in the bunker. All right. Wah, wah, wah. Stadium hole boos. Everybody at the stadium hole's booing. I chunked it, to be honest. If you look at the replay, I hit that almost at the dot. Yeah, I wish I could show you. I hit almost the dot on that 8-iron. Really lunged at it, as some would say. Okay, 11 yards. Here we go. Oh, I'm not afraid of that little shot. Thanks, Derby. Derby, you're always there to recognize when a shot is hit. I love it. Thinking it in my head. Good recovery. Good recovery. Thanks. Thanks, boys. Thanks, Alan. Last chance for $1. Not even going to talk about it. Not even going to talk about it. Okay. Set up like we practiced, right, Mark? Oh, there's so afraid of the water that I almost hit it out of bounds, but I hope it catches a fairway by luck. No. We weren't going to talk about water out loud, but I assure you it was in my head. Jump, jump, Mark, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said earlier, it's in my dunna. It's in my dunna. La 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 la. Problem is, like, we have to go for this flag. Well, we out here to shoot one over. I'm not trying to do that. All right, come on. Come on. Oh, it didn't. It only drew a 0.4. It's not a bad shot, but not great. Go. Go. All right. Making this would feel great. Honestly, tonight was just like, hey, we need to figure out the driver. And so it feels like I've got a better grip on it. Like, it doesn't feel as scary as it did yesterday. Bryce, thanks so much, man. I don't know what that's for. It's because you know I'm gonna miss it, and you can't. No, just kidding. Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate you, man. All the way from New Zealand. Man, wouldn't that be cool to come down? I got to get down to New Zealand. I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, but someday I want to get down to New Zealand. That would be sweet. That would be sweet. All right, so we're downhill. We're not downhill. We're like flat. 22. Do it, you'll love it. It would be cool. Seems like there'd just be, like, the scenery would be just nuts compared to where I'm at. If you Google Earth where I'm at, it's pretty uneventful as far as scenery goes. I think I'm where a glacier slid over. 22 feet, 6 miles an hour. I think a glacier slid over the area I'm in, and it's like as flat as a board. The best place to grow corn in the world, maybe besides Brazil, I hear. But we do pretty good. And maybe Iowa. Iowa beats us. All right, 22. Never high enough. Man. So no birdies on the back nine. One double. We turn one under, and then we absolutely just die coming in. We do, we do, we do. Good distance, yeah. Honestly, to get the driver in a place where it's not just insanity like last night was the goal tonight. And I wanted to show the PIX spin numbers are just against another device. That was the other reason that spurred me into going live again tonight. But
I do plan to go live tomorrow night. I want to play the Tips Tour event. I'm gonna practice in the morning when I get up, if you can believe it or not. I want to try to work on the driver a little bit more, and yeah, I'd like to try to score. So we got Triple Bogey live this week, the event. If you guys haven't joined the simulatorgolftour.com, the league, I would love to have more of you. Everybody that's already in here would love to have more of you guys in the league if you're not already. Let me close out of that side and I'll show you. We've got, at this point, in the Triple Bogey Golf League, we have 64 members. This week's event, the 11 Mountain Open, we've got 50 scores. So that's pretty awesome. 50 people playing. The next one will be this Thursday. I'll be live for it like always. And last few weeks we've had anywhere from around 15 guys playing live with us. So love to have you join the league. There's a Discord. you can join as well. I don't know if I'm gonna need another pencil to finish that scorecard. What do you mean? It's finished. Oh, finish yours? I don't know if you ever finished, Chris, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'd love to see it. We're growing it. This week's course, I've actually got a fun one in mind that we're gonna play. I can't load them up until the previous one's gone. But this is week 4. We're gonna start the standings the first week of February. Then we'll run a league, a spring league. I'm gonna end it mid-spring, but we're gonna have prizes. I'm gonna have some pin prizes, or not pin prizes, maybe pin prizes, but we're gonna have some stuff we're gonna give away, which will be cool. So love to have you guys, but I appreciate every single one of you tonight. Thank you for all the super chats. You guys are awesome. CLW, I wish I could hit more fairways for you, but good encouragement. So anyways, I appreciate everybody. We will we'll be wrapping up tonight's now. I'm just gonna say thanks to everybody. So yeah, thanks Alan, Mark, Mark Crum. Hey, thanks man. That was fun. Love the advice. CLW, I love it too, man. I like anybody that can try to. When I'm struggling, help is just invaluable. Yeah, a lot of people won't give you help, but the Discord, Chris. If you go to the league homepage, you can get the Discord there. Let me see if I can find it quick while I'm logged in. I think I can find it here. If I just go here to info. Here we go. I'll put it in the chat right now. Peace, Chris. Thank you as always for stopping by. There's the Discord if you guys want to join the Discord group. We've got that going. Let's see here. What else? Just don't have 500 right now. Derbies, it's 120 plus 250 annually for GS Pro. So annually, your GS Pro and SGT combined is 370 a year. I don't buy. I do the annual for GS Pro just because I want the updates. I don't want to buy a version. Love to have you, the coffee, the coffee. We'd love to have you. I play live on Thursdays in the league. You can play it before or after. You have a week to do it, but a lot of guys play while I'm playing, which is really fun to see scores coming in live on the website. So, RIP Garmin is true. PJ, CLW, Chris, Allen, Mark, Derbies, Bryce. Let's see here. Who else is still around? Hayden. Thanks for stopping by. Hayden's a good friend of mine up in northern Michigan. Who else we got here? Stu, PDN. I don't know if you guys are still around. Derbies. Already said you, but I think that's it. That's all I can see still in the chat. So appreciate it. Thanks everybody. Gonna get some rest now. Be up in the morning, and we'll see you. I'm streaming Tuesday and Thursday night this week. So Wednesday night taking off. Take care, guys.